this is a late third period power play, if I'm not mistaken, against Russia. So I'm just wondering, maybe if you could start at the beginning, Joel, like as you scan the zone in this a very big situation, a 1-goal game with a gold medal on the line against Russia. How do you stay, like, how do
6
you
on 4
mentally, goalie pulled, how do you stay sort of mentally focused? What's the mindset? How are you reading this zone before this puck drops? What are you seeing?
Obviously before the puck drops, I like to see, if it's the far guy on the wall, he's obviously going to set up for a one-timer. Same thing with the other side. And then you obviously have to, wait to see, when what formation they go into, if they get set up. Other than that.
Pretty straightforward, so I'll play it.
Yeah, why is my picture showing? Maybe just automatically brought you in as panelists.
So yeah, they get set up and early I check to see there's obviously one-timers on both sides, and this guy takes a pretty quick one-timer. And I look to the far side. And, I was lucky enough to see it and hold in a rebound, especially since that guy was parked in front.
And the other part that I noticed in a lot of the clips in that Russia game, especially in a high-pressure game, and we're not going to have time to play them all, but the amount of times you made sure you held on to a puck, and how calming can that be for a team when your goaltender's sort of able to control the game and absorb pucks and eat pucks and not leave scrambles around the crease? How important do you think that as a skill?
Yeah, it's definitely, I think it's a huge skill to have. I mean, I think I personally try to, get as many whistles as I can, obviously with the, situation of the play. But yeah, obviously over the years, it's been a big thing for me to have good rebound control. And I think it just slows down the game and it just calms everybody down. And yeah, obviously in a big situation, I think, any whistle isn't bad for you. Especially on a power play or any momentum they can have, it can definitely, kind of stop their momentum.
Eli, I'm going to put you on the spot here, but that was a back and forth game. What do you remember about Joel's game, his demeanor, his control, his execution?
I just remember it was exactly, what I expected. And calm, cool, controlled, played the system that we've talked about and worked on for years. He talks about playing for whistles. These are the things that make a huge difference in a goaltender. And I know, talking to the staff before this team was assembled, you need a guy that's going to come in and finish this off in this exact type of situation. And, I do believe Joel even tried to score in this game. So it just sort of goes to show the type of guts that he has and the coolness and calmness that he can bring to the team and bring to the table, and obviously win the gold medal. So he did nothing short of what I thought he was going to do, and played a solid game and a real big leader on that team, as well as his play rubbing through the rest of the team as well.
I was going to say, and this is just a couple more examples, guys, rather than replay the same clip again, early in a game where everybody's nervous, and then on a power play, I just wanted to have the focus on the plays and the fact that in both cases he makes sure he holds on, and even when there is a little rebound, quickly gathers it. Just talk about that as a mindset, and anything else you see in these two plays, Joel.
Yeah, obviously, any puck that's, in my, vicinity of reach, I guess, I like to obviously cover them and use my stick as an advantage to, pull it in. I don't really like pushing away pucks or jobbing at them, obviously, with like scenario or whatever, right? Like if there's a guy right there, I'm not going to try and pull it in. But yeah, obviously my rebound control was really good that tournament, and definitely something that I think calmed down the guys a bit, and especially in a big game like that. So yeah, I think it's obviously, a good asset to have.
Anything else you see in this power play in particular? Obviously, this is a pretty good cross-seam pass and a pretty good look. Is there anything in your read or in the pre-scout that you think back to when you see this save? Again, late in the first period, potentially, a time where momentum could really shift for your team in a gold medal game.
Yeah. Obviously, you know that there's one-time options. And the biggest thing for me was just to get there on my feet if I could, obviously. Because I think if I get there on my feet, I have a pretty good chance of stopping it. You can tell just by the way he's like scanning the ice there, he was trying to look for that cross ice pass. Yeah, obviously, I got there on my feet, which is good, and then shot it in my gut, and then just like I said before, I like to use my stick to gather in the puck if it does leak out a bit.
Perfect. Anything else there, Eli, that you wanted to add?
No, Joel's comment about playing on his feet and keeping his feet underneath his body is so good to his composure, and it helps him out, especially in this situation on a power play. And again, rebound control is huge. Good goalies face less shots because they can control the game. We play games that are won and lost by one goal, and often that's not a clean shot. That's a rebound that might get banged into the back of the net. So if you're able to control those rebounds and cover them up, as Joel has, you can obviously come away with the win.
Do you have any rules, Joel or Eli, in terms of, obviously it's reads and there are multiple factors, but in terms of when a play goes across the ice like this, or when we get a lateral pass, are there any spot on the ice where, hey, if it's this low, I'm going to slide, or are we just trying to beat everything on our feet whenever we can? And how important is it to arrive on your feet? You've already talked about it a bit, Joel, on this play, as opposed to if you had slid across and then have to get back up once you arrive.
Yeah. Personally, you can obviously read how fast the puck is going. And then you can kind of see, like, in your peripherals if he's about to shoot it, like with a one-timer or not, because your head's going to be going first, right? But yeah, it's obviously huge to arrive there on your feet, just because I feel like if you slide, it's hard to get your feet like under you. Like if you're going to slide and then get back up, because I feel like they're more wide out. And then also if you get there on your feet, you're able to like push, right? Because if he goes across and then back up, it's a much easier movement than slide and then slide again, and then it's obviously harder to get your angle down. So
I was gonna say, even if he's got this backdoor tip here that comes there, even if he goes there, you've got your edges here and you're able to make a push back.
yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Eli kind of sets you up though for going for the empty net. I want to hear the story.
Yeah, I did go for it. We were also on the power play or penalty kill, sorry, and in Portland actually, like before the tournament, I cleared like so many pucks. Like, if it was like a rim around the boards, like I'd just go like straight up the gut. Like, it was like pretty ballsy, but it worked for me and nobody complained about it, so I just kept doing it. And just throughout that whole penalty kill, I was just really thinking, like, if it's a deep shot on net, I could like try and like stop it and then clear it, just because like it was like last 2 minutes or so or whatever it was, and any second counts. So I think he shot it from like the blue line, and I like caught it and then I like put it down quick, and like from one knee I tried to like get it up there, right? Because I have a lot of like with one knee down, like you have a lot of like leverage and stuff. So I ended up getting it a shot off, but like the Russian player came in and it hit his helmet, and then it went out of play. Just like there was a camera like right behind the net, and it looked pretty good. But after like throughout Portland, like I went for like 6 empty nets or something. Like, it was crazy.
Eli, what are you thinking when you were watching that?
I was probably thinking the same thing that you were thinking. I thought, you know what, as he said before, it was pretty ballsy, and I thought, I got 1,000 text messages from different students and coaches asking what he's doing, and I said, that's one of the reasons that he's there, is that he does have the guts to perform and play well, but he might have guts to take it to the next level. I never expected that, but I knew it was in him somewhere.
Eli Wilson goaltending. You guys at the puck handling clinic, you guys don't teach going for the empty net, and we didn't go through that drill. We
don't, but what we do is we give them the skill to if they need to score the goal, they're able to. We have had a few goaltenders over the years score goals, so it's part of the game now.
We'll be watching with great interest to see when that does happen. Have you scored at any level? I'm just curious, Joel.
Not as a goalie, as a player.
Okay.
I have, but
right.
I was like, when I was probably 9, so I don't even know if that counts.
Well, you're due.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, like I wanted a goal so bad, like it was brutal. Like I was almost getting too greedy for it, and I never did get one, but it's not my job, so it's the way it goes.
Same thing. There you go. We always warm up on angles, right?
See that you see other levels, but too many young goalies, whatever, minor hockey, they make them take goals and up there from the middle, and that's not where shots come from.
Yeah, well, exactly. So you always say, like, what's always a young kid's thing is like, oh, my angles. How do I get better at my angles? And you do the ropes, you do everything else on tricks. So put them on angles. Make them become so familiar with an angle, you know? Two more. Good.
Off the post, on the post?
Yep. No, from the middle. because it's such a bad angle anyways, remember, you don't have to be like this far out. You only have to be like that far because it's the same angle. Like it doesn't, you know what I mean? Like, so if that's the post, right? I don't have to be here. I just have to, if I get to here, I'm good. It's a dead angle. It doesn't, you don't have to, but then now you're just protecting more of the other
I was like 20.
This, from the middle.
You going there or there?
Step out. Post. Come right off of it.
Does this kind of work for you on a day-to-day basis, even in a season? And people think of all the years you've been playing, and yet simple movement patterns and shots for pros seems to be the root of it all.
It's always there. It's that, when the base is there, you feel so much better about your game, you know? You feel like the saves are easier to make, so.
How much you see, like with your son playing minor hockey now, you see a lot of goalie coaches are on the internet, YouTube, whatever. It feels like it's all about getting complicated, and yet every time I come out and see pros work, it's simple.
Yeah. That wasn't simple. Thank God that was on edge.